Hello and welcome to Guidepost, a place to be safe, to be joyful, to help us grow and understand more about ourselves. I am Jorge Luis Sarmiento. Well, in Guidepost we have this segment called the ABC and acceptance of being complete. And in this ABC, the acceptance of being complete, we play with the history of words, the meaning of words, how this word came to be. And we've been moving letter by letter. And basically, we explore consciousness ourselves in this beautiful story of the words. So, in the word that I have chosen now is with H, letter H, because we already did the other letters and we had a understanding and acceptance of these new concepts within us. So, how do we change ourselves? How do we become something better, healthier, peaceful, grateful, graceful, more vital, more energetic? So, we have to make changes to become healthier, more vital, more energetic, and maybe exploring the ABC, the acceptance of being complete. Maybe exploring words is just one more tool for us to change our level of consciousness and our level of well-being. So with etymology, the story of words is so beautiful and so powerful because a word, a sound, takes centuries to manifest or to become. There is a deeper meaning in that vibration, in that sound, in that word. So doing a recap, first we began with letter A, the word allowed, which means all owed. When you allowed something, it is all owed to you. Belief with letter B, what you believe, be life. When you are complete, life is simple. When you feel like you are not complete, then life is complex. Dark, the meaning of the word dark was such a beautiful explanation of that. Then we went to expansion, how we grow, how we change in expansion. Fable, the meaning of that word. And the genie, the gen within us. And we finally got to the letter H of healing. So what does the word healing means? And let's explore that. The helix is within all of us. When we are sick, it's because our helix is sick, so we have to heal our helix. And let's talk more about a helix here. Helix is that pattern. In mathematical terms, it's a spiral, the spiral of a spirit. It sounds together, it flows. So helix is a pattern that multiply in a beautiful way many things. Like for example, in a rope, you have a single rope of a vegetable material, and when you put different or many materials and you tie them in this helical shape, it becomes 100 times more, 100 times stronger than if it is not twisted. So that helix have magical properties, because it makes a thread of cotton stronger than a single, that if it wasn't woven together. So the helix happens many times. The helix is also the motion of the planet rotating around the sun. So here is the sun, and here is the earth rotating, but that rotation of one point or on the surface of earth around the sun, that point around the surface of earth is describing a helix. But not only that, the sun itself is moving in its space. So this is the sun, this is earth moving around the sun, but the sun is not fixed in space. The sun is moving. So as the sun moves, the movement of the earth around the sun in the space is a helix. So we are the addition of helix within helix within helix within helix. And that helix is our DNA. We have a helix. We are a helix on itself. So when we are sick, is because our helix is out of ease. When we are diseased, is because our helix is out of ease. So we have to heal our helix. And the helixes in our bodies, they are not a single helix. They are in a relationship with everything else. So we have that DNA in our chromosomes, and we don't have a single chromosome. We have 23 pairs of chromosomes. So we have 23 helix in our body. But more than that, that helix is inside of every single cell of our being. So we have trillions of cells times 23 pairs. So we have trillions and trillions of helixes in our bodies. Those helixes that we count as the 23 pairs of chromosomes, these helixes are not individual. They are related to each other. They somehow communicate with each other. So there is a relationship. There is not the pair 1 and the pair 22. They somehow communicate with each other. They know what the other one knows. So we would say that health is a healthy helix, and the helix is relational. So when you are sick, when you are out of health, it's because a relationship is not working, because we are the relationship of these 23 pair of helixes multiplied trillions of times. So the relationship between this helix and this helix might not be the proper one, because the relationship between the liver and the blood is not the proper one, or the blood and our ambience is not the proper one. So that relationship of environment to self and the relationship between self itself is the one that makes us sick. So we have to heal our helix. So basically, health is within. When we heal our helix, we are in a vital, healthy way where we want to be: healthy, joyful, graceful, jumping, running, jogging, dancing, singing. We want to be in that healthy way, and that is within us. We use technology, medicine, to bring us closer to the point where we manage our own health, where we heal our own helix. Cure is outside. Cure brings you from way, way out there to this place where the healing can happen. Medicine is out there, and it brings you from out there as a cure for you to make healing in your helix happen. So, let's say that you got into a car accident and you got pretty bad in that car accident. Well, the medicine is the cure that is going to get you cure those physical issues. Well, that's why they are called physicians, because they are curing the physical issues. Okay, you got into the car accident, you go to the hospital, and in the hospital they mend you, so they are curing you. They brought you from that place way out there with a broken arm, a broken leg, God knows what is broken. They cure you, and now they get you up to here. But why? Why were you into a car accident? That's the point. Well, you got into a car accident because you were worried, you were in stress, you were running from place A to place B because you were spending more money than you had, or you were running after a partner that didn't want to be with you, or you were drunk, so you were not on peace, you were not in clarity. So that's why you went and you got into that accident. That is cured, but that's not healed. You heal within. You heal the helix within you. Now you begin to ponder, why are you drinking that much? Why are you in stress all the time? Why are you worried? Why are you in this state of beingness that doesn't represent your beauty, your grace, your divinity, your essence, your peacefulness, your safety, your clarity? Then you begin to realize that you are doing things that are outside of balance. Whatever you were doing before was what got you into that car accident. So you begin to reprogram yourself. You begin to reprogram your helix. You begin to heal your helix. Let's say cancer. Well, in cancer, you were living a stressful life. You were trying to make all this huge amount of money. Yeah, but that amount of money came with all of these worries, this stress, these problems. So you can have money, but not with stress and worry and things. So you have to reprogram yourself. You have to reprogram the whole inner being. Whole thing you have to reprogram. The whole helix within your DNA have to be reprogrammed. And you do that by bringing yourself to balance. So is a deeper essence that you are trying to touch within. And yes, we do the changes within ourselves with something that is within us, something that we find within us. We find meditation. We find walking in nature. We find appreciating things. We find love. We find hugs. We find music. We find dance. All of these things that move us to a softer, easier, nicer, bigness, wellness. All of these things take us to a place of healing, and we heal our helix. Because that stress, that permanent stress that we are living on, is not the best way to live. And that permanent stress produces cancer or God knows what, all of these things that move us out of balance. That anxiety, that permanent anxiety, over and over, day after day, being anxious, that creates sickness in our body. So that stress, that anxiety, that depression is within us. The cure is outside. The cure moves you from a place of bigness that is way, way out there, out of balance, way out there, out of clarity, way out there, out of beauty, way out there, out of clarity. Then the cure brings us here closer to us. And now that we are closer now, the healing of the helix begins. When we begin to accept that we are complete, that we are in balance, that we have everything that we need within us, everything is within us, nothing out there. Yes, I can go for that new experience of riding that expensive car. I can go to that experience in a balanced way, in a graceful way, in a soft way. It doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be anxious way to get there. So healing is the healing of the helix within you, in your DNA. That's the meaning of healing and helix. So embrace the divinity within the healing and accept the healing. It is within you. All of the tools that you can use to be on balance, all of the tools that you can use to be on clarity, any tool that you have to be on joy, any tool that you have to be on bliss, any tool that you have to be on laughter, any tool that you want to have to be on in a graceful state. That gracefulness, that balance, that joy is the one that makes the healing of the helix. You are not going to be healed from outside. There is so much within you in that helix. There is so much within you in that DNA shape that is replicated trillions of times in your being. There is so much power, so much divinity, so much essence, so much clarity, so much beauty. You have to embrace that is within you. It is already there. It is within you. Joy, grace, beauty, divinity, essence is in the helix of the DNA, and you only can heal your helix. It doesn't happen from outside. All of these beautiful cancer treatments that are coming out, they do bring the cure closer to you and closer to you, for you to finally do that jumping gap. And now it's not a gap, now it's a smaller step that you can take. When you see people that are in infusion, in cancer treatment, you think that therapy outside is doing the healing. No, it is not. It is giving you a space to change within. It is giving you a space to meditate and to ponder things. When I go to the infusion centers, I see people that are calm, that are relaxed, that they are peaceful. They are not worrying about anything. They don't go to the infusion center to be worrying and stressful about something else. So then that medicine begins to get them closer and closer to a place where they can take that final step of healing the helix. So they do cure. They are a valid tool. They are a very, very valid tool. They are needed. And those therapies, those inventions of medicines are needed because we are way out there of our well-being. So we are in so much stress for so much time, continuously, day after day, that now our point of balance, our point of clarity is not even close. So all of these therapies help us close to take that last step on healing the helix. So let's embrace the divinity that is within each of us, replicated zillions and zillions of times in our DNA. So let's embrace the bliss that we are, the balance that we have, the clarity that we have, the grace that we want to move from experience to experience, and the simplicity that is within us. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I really appreciate the time that I spend with you, and it is a wonderful time also for me to be on balance, clarity, grace, simplicity. I grow with you. Thank you so much. This is Jorge Luis Sarmiento.